Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. In this session, we're going to be discussing about 10 tips of speed and accuracy at workplace. So, if you are someone who is working as an engineer or any other professional role and you want to enhance your speed and accuracy, then this session is meant for you. We are going to discuss these 10 points that will help you to improve your speed and accuracy at workplace. It is very important to have a crystal clear understanding of the task that you are assigned to do. Prioritizing your task will help you to focus on the most important task first, and this will ensure that you are making the best use of your time and resources. So there are various techniques that can be used for prioritizing your task. For example, you can use the Eisenhower matrix, which is also known as the urgency matrix. There are various tools and technologies that can help you to improve your speed and accuracy at workplace. It is very important to learn to say no when you're being asked to do something that is beyond the scope of your work or when you have already committed to another task. Overcommitting yourself will only lead to stress and burnout. So learn to say no politely, but firmly. When you say no to new tasks, it will give you time to focus on the tasks that are more important. This will help you to identify your strengths and weaknesses, and this will also help you to focus on areas where you need to improve. You can use various methods for evaluating your performance, such as self-evaluation, peer review, or feedback from your supervisor. And once you have evaluated your performance, make necessary adjustment in your work process or approach. And this will help you to improve your speed and accuracy over time. And this will help you to improve your speed and accuracy at workplace. Continuous improvement is the key to success in it. It is very important to always strive for improvement in order to improve your speed and accuracy at workplace. You can follow the PDCA cycle, which is also known as the Deming cycle. This cycle consists of 4 steps, which are plan, do, check, and action. And this cycle helps you to make continuous improvement in your work process. So when you plan, develop a plan for improvement. Do implement the plan and put it into action. Check the results and evaluate the effectiveness of the plan. And on the basis of your evaluation, take necessary action and incorporate the changes. For example, you can use project management software to plan and execute your work more efficiently. If you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel and also share this video with your friends and colleagues. And if you have any feedback or any suggestions, then please comment down below. Thank you. When you take a break, it will help you to refresh your mind, and this will also help you to come back to work with a fresh perspective. There are various ways to stay motivated. One way is to remind yourself of your goals and the reason why you are doing what you are doing. Another way is to reward yourself for achieving small milestones. You can also stay motivated by connecting with people who are supportive and encouraging. And also, you can stay motivated by focusing on the positive aspects of your work and celebrating your successes. So make sure that you take short breaks in between your work, and also make sure that you take a break when you feel overwhelmed or stressed. During this break, you can do some light exercise, go for a walk, or simply close your eyes and relax. And don't forget that taking a break is not a waste of time. In fact, it is an investment in your productivity. You can use time tracking software to monitor how you are spending your time and to identify areas where you can improve. You can also use automation tools to automate repetitive tasks so that you can focus on more important work. And also, you can use communication tools to communicate with your team members effectively and efficiently. This matrix is based on the principle of focusing on the tasks that are important and urgent. So in this matrix, tasks are categorized into 4 quadrants based on their urgency and importance. And once you have categorized your task, you can start working on them based on their priority. This will help you to avoid any kind of confusion or ambiguity in your work, and this will give you clarity on what exactly you need to do. Realistic goal will help you to stay focused and motivated, and this will also help you to keep track of your progress. Okay, so it is very important to maintain a clean and clutter-free workspace because a clean workspace will help you to stay organized and focused. Clutter can be distracting and can reduce your productivity. So make sure that your workspace is neat and tidy and that you have everything that you need within reach. This will help you to save time and energy that would otherwise be wasted on searching for things or cleaning up your workspace. And also, it has been proven that a clean and organized workspace can help to improve concentration and creativity. So, when you set a goal, make sure that they are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And this is known as SMART goal setting. So, specific means that your goal should be clear and well defined. Measurable means that your goal should be quantifiable so that you can track your progress. Achievable means that your goal should be realistic and attainable given the resources and constraints that you have. Relevant means that your goal should align with your overall objectives and priorities. And time-bound means that you should set a deadline for yourself so that you can stay accountable and motivated. So when you get any kind of task or any project, spend some time understanding what the task or project is all about. Understand the scope, understand the objective, understand what are the deliverables, understand the timeline, and understand the resources that are available to you. Once you have a clear understanding of your task, it will be easier for you to plan and execute it in a more efficient and effective manner. Let me just quickly show you these points. Point no. 1 is have a clear understanding of your task. Point number 2 is prioritize your task. Point number 3 is set realistic goal. Point number 4 is maintain a clean and clutter-free workspace. Point number 5 is use technology to your advantage. Point number 6 is learn to say no. Point number 7 is take regular breaks. Point number 8 is stay motivated. Point 9 is evaluate and adjust. And finally, point number 10 is continuous improvement. Okay, so these are the 10 points that we are going to discuss in detail one by one in this session. This particular session will help you to understand how you can achieve speed and accuracy at workplace, and it will also help you to manage your time effectively and efficiently. And so, without wasting any time, let's get started with our today's session. Okay, so here's what we are going to cover in today's session. So let's get started with point number 1. Have a clear understanding of your task. Point number 2 is prioritize your task. So once you have understood your task, the next step is to prioritize your task. Point number 3 is set realistic goal. Okay, so once you have prioritized your task, the next step is to set realistic goal. Point number 4 is maintain a clean and clutter-free workspace. Point number 5 is use technology to your advantage. Use technology to your advantage. Point number 6 is learn to say no. Point number 7 is take regular breaks. Okay, so taking regular breaks is very important to maintain your productivity level. Point number 8 is stay motivated. Motivation is the key to success, and it is very important to stay motivated in order to improve your speed and accuracy at workplace. Point number 9 is evaluate and adjust. Evaluation and adjustment is very important to improve your speed and accuracy at workplace. So regularly evaluate your performance and make necessary adjustment. Point number 10 is continuous improvement. So these are the 10 points that will help you to improve your speed and accuracy at workplace.